Right, hello folks, just going to show you my logo golf ball collection, which has been collected since I was a teenager, and I haven't even counted them, but there's probably a couple hundred here. You can easily pause the video and attempt to count them if you want. Everything you see in the shot, count those ones. I will do a count afterwards and tell you. Anyway, just going to show you, I'll do a quick version of this video. I'll do a video that's quick enough to show you all the logos. I'll stop the video, I'll make a longer video where I actually talk about each of the balls. And then I'm also going to make a third video where I'll go through balls that don't have logos on, just go through the different makes and models. Bit of a history of golf, if you like, history of the different golf balls. So anyway, let's get to it. So some of the oldest ones, some of them are a smaller size. Do you remember they used to be, you look at the size difference between that one there and that one there, 1.62 inches I think they used to be up until about 1982, and then from 1982 onwards it kind of became standard to be 1.68 inches, but some of you will never have seen, I put two in my hand to try and show you the difference in size. You should be able to visually see a size difference. Okay, so from that I would guess that some of the ones I've got date from just before that cut off, 1980, 1982-ish, that one there. I mean, as I said, in the longer video I'll go through each one so you can, if you want to, attempt to work out the age of them. But ICI one I'm sure is old. I've got an old Barclays one, Woburn. Anyway, so some of the older ones are in these egg boxes here. British Open 1980, there you go, that proves age of that one. Land Rover one I've had since about 1986, 1987 I think I got that. Swapped that with a friend of mine. These ones aren't necessarily old. For some reason I put them in this box here. And then these ones, just there's a few that aren't really logos, because it says refinished by Sunset Golf. I've got 3 of those. So that's just simply they've somehow come up with a way to remove any scuffs and stuff from the surface of a ball, I presume, and make them look newish. They've got a weird dark greyish colour compared to the normal white balls. And these ones here, I thought it was a logo at first, but then it's simply, I'm pretty sure that is part of the Pinnacle logo. So that's not. This is simply an old golf ball, Titleist Acushnet. That's one, the 1.62 size. What's this one here? Yeah, see, another one, used refinished. That's probably, shouldn't really count that as a logo really. Why is this one here? That's another of those Pinnacle ones with that ribbon. That's not a logo. And Nike ball, I presume that there is part of the Nike logo. I've never bought Nike golf balls, so I don't think that's a logo. I think that's part of the Nike thing. So those ones are not logos. So now, I don't know where to start really. Let's get to it. I've already been filming for 3.5 minutes just to show you that. So I'm just going to quickly go through these. I'll try and get about 5 by 2 or 3 on the frame on my video screen. This is just going to be a quick look for you. No detail, no talking about them. Let's just go through them. You can obviously pause the video at any point if you want to try and see one of them in closer detail. But as I said, I'm going to make a longer video where I'll actually go through each and every ball and do a brief talk about each one, and that's going to take ages to do. So where did I get to? Somewhere around here. So I've got some very, very famous brand names in here. A lot of these were collected in the Cambridgeshire area, so a lot of them are to do with Cambridge or Cambridgeshire. But some of them are, like I said, global brands. I've got Jaguar, Shell Oils, the Pink Panther, that's a cool one. Can't remember where I got that one. Let's just go through Barclays again. Barclays Bank, it's one of the big banks in England, in case you're watching from another place. Yogi Bear, that's a good one. Hennessy Cognac. So you get the idea. There's some big, like DuPont Chemicals, Shell, BAE Systems. They make fighter jets, fighter planes. Golden Wonder, that's crisps. What do Americans call them? chips, potato chips. Coors beer. Toyota up there. So let's go back down here. I'm not doing this exactly, I might have missed a few rows, but as I said, this is the quick version, just to, for people that don't want to spend ages watching. See, I've already recorded for 5 minutes and I'm trying to go quickly. So let's go through them. Jaguar. Amoco, that's petroleum, isn't it? Oil. Fiat, someone told me years ago that stands for Fix It Again, Tony. Italian cars, don't buy Italian cars, they are junk, as I've learned. Yeah, there's some nice ones here. It'd be nice to actually go through and talk about some of these, how I acquired them and what I know about some of the companies. And you can see they're not all perfect condition. That's an old one. Marshall Group, that's a car dealership in Cambridge. Esso, you know, petrol, etc. Renault. So you get the idea. Hopefully, Clerical Medical, I've got a good story about that one. And nearly all the boards I've got here are okay to play with uncracked. There's one or two that I've got that are split, and you can see this is an X out. We used to call them X outs because they are X'd out. It means something was wrong with it when it was manufactured, so maybe the weight wasn't right. But anyway, I've kept it because it's got that AT&T logo, American phone company, isn't it? Daily Telegraph, that's a big national newspaper in England. Santa Claus, that's a good one. I've already done the Renault, so up to that corner now. Volvo Tour. Volvo were sponsors of golf tours back in the 80s, weren't they? They were a big sponsor back then. Epson, I've had an Epson printer, Japanese company. Pepsi. And we're back. So there we go, that's my golf ball collection. That's probably a couple of hundred balls there. I'm not filming them because they're for sale, although obviously I'm open to offers, but that's not the reason for filming them. I just wanted to put them on the internet so people can see them. As I said, this is the quick version, just to show you what I've got. If you want to make me a financial offer, I don't know whether I'd sell them actually, to be honest, but I'd like to know what anybody would offer me. So leave a comment on the video if you want to make some sort of an offer. But I don't think I'll sell them, to be honest. Anyway, I'll make a second video where I'll actually pick up each ball, and not, instead of just showing you the logo, I'll show you the logo close up, and then I'll show you every side of the ball so you can see what ball it's on. That might help you to date them. If you for some reason you want a date on a specific ball, you might be a collector, you might be after a specific something or other. So Timberlake, what's that say? Cassinet Company, is that what it says? And I will do this with better lighting as well. I'm doing this late at night. I'll do it with better lighting. I'll put light on the ball so you can see everything. And yeah, I'll go through each and every one in case there's one you're desperately after. Maybe you now work for that company, or your father worked for that company. I'm sure there'll be different people will comment on this video for different reasons, and have some tales to tell about some of these companies. So that's the quick version. Logo golf balls. Like I said, the majority of the ones you're seeing here I've collected from the mid 80s, about 1985 until about 1989. It would account for the vast majority of these when I acquired them. So vast majority of these date from that time or earlier. Maybe, you know, they existed before, sometime before I acquired them. And when I say I acquired them, I found quite a few of these, and I also swapped some with friends. And some of these have bought from golf. Just a few of these have been bought from golf shops. I did used to buy the odd few in what they used to call pond wash balls. You know, people have hit them into lakes in American golf courses, and then for some reason they've been shipped over to Britain and sold in golf shops and sports shops. So, but the vast majority of these I've either found or swapped with friends at the time. So I know for a fact nearly all of these date from, I would say, well, when I acquired them was between 1985, 96 until about 1989. So going back quite some time, and of course some of the ones that I've acquired, like for example this, because it's on this particular size ball, and knowing when I first acquired it, so got this probably about 1986, 97, somewhere around that. This probably dates from, I don't know, well, as I said, that size stopped being used by 1982, so maybe this is about 1980, possibly earlier. So I would like to date some of these. So that'll be in the longer video. I'll go in good detail, so you can see everything about each ball, and I'm sure I've got some rarities here. Some of them are probably worth a decent bit of money actually, especially the older ones. But again, logo golf balls are printed in small numbers. I don't know what the minimum number you can print, but it's probably only a couple of dozen balls you have to do. So some of these will be extremely rare. There may only have been a dozen or two of some of these ever made, and of course if you play with them they get scuffed up, and some balls get broken, some balls get lost forever. So there's some rarities in here, folks. So hope you've enjoyed that. That's as I said, most of these date from 1985, 96 to about 1989, and the vast majority have been acquired in the Cambridgeshire, England area. Okay, so that's the quick version. As I said, I'll make a second video that's going to take a lot longer. I might have to do that in 2 or 3 steps actually to keep the video short. I'll try and keep the videos to about 12 minutes or less, so it might take me 2 or 3 more videos to go through these in detail. So look at my account to find the longer versions, and then I'll also make a video where I'll go through a whole load of golf balls once I've sorted through them, and again for dating purposes, to show you how the balls have changed over the years and the different brands and etc. So I've got those 2 boxes there, balls to sort through. So anyway, hope you've enjoyed my logo golf ball collection in England. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.